Hello, my name is Miti, author of the book The Postbonaire. Today I just want to share from my coaching program 6 lessons that you need to learn in order for you to be successful. These are just 6 great lessons that you need to learn in order to be successful. There are 3 letters that I've actually learned over the years. It's H and another H and another W, and of course the R. The H, the first H actually stands for health, the other H stands for happiness, and the W stands for wealth, and the R stands for results. Each and every one of us is looking for a better health, better happiness, wealth, and of course we want to attain certain results in life. And it is for this reason that we're going to look at 6 things that you can do in order to better your life, in order to be successful in whatever field that you are right now. Let's look at number 1. The first thing that you need to look at in order for you to be successful is called goals. You need to have goals. That's the first starting point. Success is always about goals. If you were to study most of successful people, they'll tell you that they start from goals. They start from writing goals. Most people today are more like extras in their own movie. But you don't need to be that today, because you need to understand what is it that you really want. You need to ask yourself this question before you start writing any goals. What do I really want in life? It can be in your spirituality, it can be in your health, it can be in your relationship, it can be in your career, education, or whatever it is that you have passion in. The main thing is to keep the main thing. That's the desire, the want, the burning desire within you. What is it that I want in this life? The one thing that I want. Most people will tell you, when we look at wealth, they want to have a good lifestyle. But how do you achieve that? It all boils down to setting goals. You set goals, and that's going to be about the contribution. Your personal contribution, your passion will actually make you think about life in a different way. It's about how you spend your days. It's about how we are going to spend our days with the family. There's one definition on success that I've borrowed from one of my mentors, Nightingale. He says, success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. I repeat, success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And that was the definition that Nightingale had actually defined. Now, when we set in goals, what are the things that we look at? Number 1 is you need to look at, what is it that I know, and how do I know how to do it? What is it that I know, and how do I know how to do it? Most of us have something that we really know. You can be a singer, you can be an author, you can be maybe very good in mathematics, or you can be very good in planning. If you know something, let that be your number 1 thing to bring the wants, the desires in your life into fruition. So number one, you look at what you know and how you know how to do it. Then number two, you ask yourself this question: what do I think I can do? What do I think I can do? In that kind of area, you are looking at certain things where you can actually discover that I have strength in this area, I have passion in this area, I have desire in this area. Everything you read about is about that particular passion in your life. It can be music, it can be singing, it can be writing, it can be dancing, it can be even just gardening. If you love gardening, let that question be: what is this one thing that I always think about and that I can do to the best of my ability, to the best of my knowledge? The third question that you should ask yourself is: what do I want to do about the passion that I have? What do I want to do about the passion that I have? When you have those three questions, there's something that Napoleon Hill's mentor, Andrew Carnegie, said. He says, an idea that is held in the mind, that is emphasized, that is either feared or revered, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. Let me read that again. An idea that is held in the mind, that is emphasized, that is either feared or revealed, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. Which means the idea that you have, the passion that you have, when you clothe it with knowledge, there is another saying that when you do something often enough, a ratio will appear. That was Jim Rowan. Now, let's look at the second aspect of success. The second aspect of success is your potential and the paradigms. Your potential and the paradigms. When we look at paradigms, there are actually changes that happen in your life. Changes, it can be changes in your spirituality, it can be changes in your intellect, it can be changes in your physical body. And all these bring about emotions. They bring about a vibration of emotions. Now, when we talk about emotions, let's just study something. We all become what we always think about. Like I was talking about the passion. If you have passion about music, that's the thing that when you wake up early in the morning, you just think of music. If you are a writer, when you wake up in the morning, you just open up your eyes, you thank God, and then you just start thinking about writing. Now, when you are thinking, there are two parts of your mind that are active. There is the conscious mind, and there's also the subconscious mind. Now, when we talk about the conscious mind, it's also called the educational mind because that's where you have the intellect. Then when we talk of the subconscious mind, we're talking of the emotional mind. And when we look at the conscious mind, that's where actually you choose thoughts. You choose things. The conscious mind has the ability to accept and reject thoughts. It's also got the ability to originate thoughts. Whilst when we look at the subconscious mind, it does not reject any thought that is dropped in it. It must accept. It cannot determine the difference between that which is real and that which is imagined. That's why it's very important for us to feed our mind with positive thoughts. Today, we are in a world where there is an information overload. We hear news on radio, we hear other people speak, we watch television, we read newspapers, and all that information comes into our conscious mind. Now, our conscious mind starts to think. When our conscious mind starts to think, it translates, it drops those thoughts that we have received from radio, other people's teachings, the newspaper, TV, into our subconscious mind. Now, the subconscious mind is where now the emotions start working, bringing about the paradigm shift that affect your entire body system. Let me give you an example. When a child is born, the mind is actually empty. But with time, the child starts developing the mind through the information that comes in through radio, the information that we teach the child from you as parents and other people, and the things that the child starts watching either on television or around us. And all that starts to drop into the child's subconscious mind, and it becomes an emotional state mind, and that is translated into the body of the child. Your self-image is actually built from the information that you receive. If from childhood you were told that you were ugly, your mind will be built around that, and that's a paradigm. So you need to change that paradigm by bringing in new habits to change your results. School has given us valuable information. However, school never taught us how to alter our old paradigm, our old way of thinking, into a new way of thinking. That's therefore we need to frequently do what is right and not what is wrong. I think you already know that if you continuously think about evil things, you surround yourself with people that steal. That stealing habit, that stealing message will be embedded in your mind, and next you'll be a big organizer of robbery, bank robberies and stuff. So you need a new paradigm shift, which is a set of new habits, new rituals that you have to start by affirmation, believing in yourself, changing the way you think, and your results will change. Let's look at an area of your life that needs a paradigm shift, that has an enormous influence over you. Number one is your perception. Number two is the use of time. Number three is your creativity. Number four is effectiveness. Number five is productivity. And number six is logic. So your perception, your use of time, your creativity, your effectiveness, your productivity, and your logic is what needs to change in order for you to have the ability to succeed, to have the ability to even earn money. When you want to earn money, you need a paradigm shift. And it starts with just an image of your entire life, and that will change as you begin to improve all the areas of your life. You need to change. You need a huge change in your life, and you need a permanent change. The use of time these days is one thing. We've always been groomed that you have to work very hard and long hours in order for you to earn money. But These days things are changing. There are people who work less but with a perception of creativity, effectiveness, productivity, and putting things into logic. They have the ability to earn money more quicker and more efficiently. Now, you need to start creating an image in your mind of where you want to be and embed that image into your subconscious mind. When you impress an image upon your subconscious mind, that image dictates your vibration. Then whatever is in harmony with your vibration will actually be attracted into your life. In other words, you need to start feeding your mind with positive thoughts. Study the field of your passion every day. Learn from people that have succeeded in your area of passion. And then you will see that you start attracting only the things that you really want. What are you attracting in your life right now? What results are you getting? And the answer to this question will only come from you. What do you want to attract in your life? These are some of the things that we need to ask, especially the want. What is it that you really want? That's the basis of setting goals. When you discover what you really want, then you see change in your paradigm, you see change in your thinking, you see change in the way you deal with things. And that's where I come in. We have this coaching program called Possible Name, how to think and develop yourself for good health, wealth, and happiness. Imagine if you were aware of a lot of things around you. And awareness only comes with continuous study every day. An hour is enough for you to change your old paradigms into new paradigms. And that educational shift of learning will actually bring you to the third point of success, which is awareness and effective study. Awareness and effective study. Let's look at that. Over the years, I have been studying my mentor's way of life, and one of my mentors actually referred me to a book by Napoleon Hill called Think and Grow Rich. On page 51 of his book, there is a quote that Napoleon Hill wrote. He says, "There's a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. No one is ready for a thing until they believe they can acquire it. The state of mind must believe, not mere hope or wish. Open-mindedness is essential for belief. Closed minds will not inspire faith, courage, and belief." There are two words that I want you to look at: hope and wish. Then the third word is believe, and then you have to be ready. Remember, no more effort is required to aim higher in life, to demand abundance and prosperity, than it is required for you to accept or the misery of poverty. Your results are an expression of your level of awareness. Your results right now, whatever results you're getting, that is an expression of your level of awareness. Your awareness is blocked by old paradigms, those beliefs those habits, those rituals, the things that have been embedded in your mind. But that can change. You can improve your results simply by changing your paradigm. And when you alter your paradigm by bringing in new habits of study, effective awareness of things that are important around you, you will change your results. Let's imagine, let's take a small dot. Let that small dot represent your level of awareness. Then as that dot becomes bigger because of your learning, your beliefs start to change. Your way of life starts to change. Then as that dot gets bigger and bigger through effective education combined with professional coaching over a reasonable period of time, that will alter your old paradigm and expand a person level of awareness in your life. It is therefore very important for you to choose a mentor that will help you bring about effective education and change your paradigm. Your level of growth is designed to expand yourself to a level of awareness. As that level of awareness gets larger in your life, it will bring you to the fourth point in this study of success, which is decisions. Decisions. That's the fourth thing that you need to learn. Decisions. Decisions. Look at what Napoleon Hill discovered and wrote about in chapter 8 on decision in his book Think and Grow Rich. Keep in mind, he had researched the lives of over 500 highly accomplished individuals. That was his strength. He studied beliefs, he studied their habits, he studied their emotions, he studied their perceptions, their mindset, their strategies and tactics, the systems they used, the people they engaged themselves with, the processes, the predictability, and he studied what they wanted, why they wanted that, and how they got that. Now, let's move quite speedily. Napoleon Hill wrote analysis of several hundred people who had accumulated fortunes well beyond $1 million mark, disclosed the fact that every one of them had the habit of reaching decisions promptly, changing those decisions slowly, if and when they were changed. So it's about the speed process of you reaching your decisions promptly. That's the most important thing in this decision process. People who fail to accumulate money without exception have the habit of reaching decisions, if at all, very slow, and of changing those decisions quickly and often. So you see that the quicker you make decisions, that will lead you into the fifth principle of success, which is money and what we call MSI. MSI means multiple source of income. If you study most of the rich people, you will discover that one of their secrets is that they have discovered the old Babylonian principle of having multiple sources of income. There is a quote by Joseph Campbell. He says, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." Most of us, we have been designed We have been groomed to believe that I should go to school, get a better education, work for somebody, and only work and never have any other source of income. But with coaching, you will learn. We can show you how to turn your life around. I'm not promising God. It's a process of learning. That's why it's important. This can be accomplished by having multiple sources of income. In the Postbonea program, we'll teach you how you can actually develop 15 types of sources of income. Whether you are an expert, a grave digger, a landmine developer, a scientist, an accountant, a gardener, a maid, you can develop these multiple sources of income through our coaching program. Wealth people have always had multiple sources of income. You have to know that the world is getting smaller each and every day. We are only hours away from anywhere now. You can have lunch in Johannesburg. You can have dinner in another country. You can actually reach 1 million people by the press of your enter button when you have an email list. That's how small our world is getting. But we can only enjoy the health, happiness, and wealth and change our results by adopting this principle of MSI, having multiple sources of income. That's how we're going to grow even in our business. That's how you are going to increase your bank balance. That brings us to the 6th and final point in this teaching, the power of repetition. The power of repetition. Why is repetition necessary in changing your paradigms? Every day when you learn something and you repeat it, whether you fail, try again, try again, try again, and try again until your thoughts, the images, the ideas that you have start changing your daily habits, which is your paradigm. There is a quote by R. Baxter Fuller. He says, "Never change things by fighting the existing realities. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model absolute." In other words, for you to change your old paradigm, you need to change and develop a new model in your life, which is the miracle of the mind. The mind is the greatest power in all creation that you were ever given by God. And you can accomplish all this by changing your future, by making a decision today to never give up. It's about your future decision. Never, never give up. My name is Elijah Miti, and I'm saying, I know something about you. There is greatness within you. There is power within you. There is change that can happen when you decide to make a change. Never give up. Elijah Miti, author of the book Postbonea, How to Develop Rich Thinking. God bless you.